What's up, YouTube? KidMoto22 here, coming to you today with, well, not necessarily a moto vlog, but I've had a requested video a few times. What's up? And I'm gonna go ahead and fulfill that request today. So I've been asked to do a video of a walk around of my bike and kind of a tour of the mods I've done and essentially just kind of what it looks like. So I will do that today. In the spirit of social distancing, I will be able to do this and stay clear of anybody else at the same time. It's been a while since I have really been able to get out and ride and feel the wind and get that wind therapy that we all so much enjoy. Wow. The car is much louder than my bike. But yeah, today is going to be a really great day. Have some really nice weather today. Looks like next week, or this coming work week, is going to start my ability to start riding to work, which is great. I get a lot of my seasonal riding in commuting. Besides the trips that I like to take, for me, a lot of my daily riding comes in from riding back and forth to work. So being able to start that process again is something I'm really looking forward to, because with a short riding season here, we really have to ride every opportunity that we get. And with 2 young kids at home, I can't just pick up and ride whenever I want. So I really have to take that time to ride when I can. And many times that riding consists of me getting out and riding when I'm, you know, going back and forth to work. So an opportunity to do that is now coming up for me with the weather changing, or, you know, I shouldn't say changing, but really getting to the point where the weather is going to be nice. So that is something that I am greatly looking forward to. So yeah, we'll get an opportunity now to kind of do a walk around of the bike, and I'll give you guys kind of a tour of it, and you can see everything that I've done to it. And you know, hit me up in the comments below if you like what I've done, if you don't like it, if, you know, whatever. Let me know, because I'd really like to see what people think what I've done to my bike so far. So I haven't quite finished all the mods, but we'll kind of just step back here and take a look. So that's it from a distance. So let's get up close and take a look and see what I've done. So I have the Harley Davidson Daymaker headlight. I have the Memphis Shades Road Warrior fairing with the 15-inch shield on the front of it. So I decided to go with the 15-inch shield because I think that really is going to give me the best coverage, and it's not going to look too tall. I don't know, right now I'm not totally sold on whether or not I want to get the 17-inch. I'm pretty tall, I'm 6'3", so I may end up getting a larger shield at some point. That might be better for some of the longer distance riding that I do. And so I have the Memphis Shades handguards. Those are great. You know, a lot of people kind of say that they don't really do a whole lot, and I have a tendency to disagree. I ride in cold weather, and so I do think they take quite a bit of the wind off. I have the Road Rider Industries LEDs in the front here. I had another brand before that, and I like these because these are the solid white and then go to amber and solid white, and so and they're super bright and great company, so I like that a lot. I have the Harley Davidson soft lowers. I don't typically wear them or use them all season, but I'd certainly use them in the beginning of the season when it is cooler out. They really do a great job taking the wind off the lower legs, and I think at some point I'm going to get the Advent Black color match lowers for the bottom. I don't know if that'll probably be a winter mod and something that I'll be doing next season. So you can kind of see down here I've got the axle nut covers. Those are also Harley Davidson, and I removed the reflectors that are on the fork legs. I think that just really cleans up that look at the bottom. So moving down to this side, I have the Harley Davidson pegs and matching brake or shift lever, or shifter knob I should say, and those are the Diamond Black series is what they are, and I kind of think that it just matches the aesthetic of the bike. I had these in hand grips on my Sportster, and these are actually, they look like they'd be knurled, but they're super smooth, so they're not great for hand grips, but I really like how they look like in pegs. And then I have down here I have the Zero 3D mounts for the highway pegs, and these are really solid mounts. I mean, you could stand on those. They're so good. I like those a lot. So I have the Pingle rear shifter eliminator here. I got that from Hogworks, and that's been a really nice, I think it's really good looking. It's smooth, and it kind of takes up the gap when you remove your heel shifter. So the Road King Specials in 2017 still had the toe and heel shifter, and I'm not a fan of the heel shifter, so I removed that, and I put that that piece on that takes up that gap in there, because that would be where the rear shifter would be at. So aesthetically, one of the things that I like the most about it, what I did, the Centauro Fabworks shifter lever right there, those actually on all the stock Harleys come in that kind of raw aluminum, which from a design feature I think is probably one of the worst things Harley has done from a design feature. I really despise that piece, and anybody that knows me knows I'm not a big fan of chrome, and I'm specifically not a fan of what that looks like. So I have the Kiriakin mini footboards. I got these specifically for two-up riding with my wife, and so that's something that she really has come to enjoy. They give her a lot more room to move her foot around. And my FP3 is back in here, so I have that to keep my bike tuned. As you can see, I replaced my emblems on the side, and I do have a video for that, so you can go take a look at that video. I got these, found these on Instagram. There's a company that makes these, and I really like how that cleaned up the look. The emblem, the stock emblem, if you know, is kind of long. Says Harley Davidson across it, and this emblem right here for me was something that really just cleaned up the look of the bike a lot. I really like that a lot. So on this side of the bike, I have the Kiriakin lid latch covers. So these are paint matched, that has a reflector in here, and I like the look of the black ones a lot better, so I took those, replaced those with those Kiriakin levers. I replaced the latch covers here, or the latch levers here. These are chrome on the bike, and I replaced them with these flat black ones. Those are ones that I really like a lot. I have a Rockform phone mount that I have here, and you know, there's been mixed reviews about that. I've found that to be a great mount. I think it's really solid, and it's done me well. I've ridden that mount for about 5,000 miles, and I've found it to be great for the type of riding that I do. I have the Harley Davidson sissy bar and backrest for you know, the standard kind of sissy bar and backrest with the mounting hardware, and the King HD luggage rack. So aesthetically, this isn't necessarily my favorite look, but I have this specifically for traveling. That specific rack is the rack that I needed to use the Rec Rack bag, which is a large bag that mounts on the back, and it's really great for long distance traveling. So I have the Zero 3D Latitude taillight setup. So it's the Latitude taillight and the lay flat license plate bracket, which really matches the curve of the fender. I think this really is a great look. Cleans up the back of the lights, and then or cleans up the back of the fender, I should say. And then I have the Zero 3D inserts back here. So those are all from Zero 3D. This whole back end is Zero 3D, and I just really think that changes the whole back end of the bike, and I really love that look. That's one of my favorite things. I have the Tab Performance BAM sticks with the zombie baffles. These are, I think, probably the best sounding exhaust pipes on touring models. That's just in my opinion. Moving over to this side, I still have the stock head pipe, so that'll be a mod for next season. And then I have the Arlen Ness air cleaner, and so I just did a mod on that. And one of the features I really like about this R-Lyness air cleaner, other than aesthetically, I really think it matches the bike well. This specific design of the top of the R-Lyness air cleaner was designed specifically to match the wheels, and so that's something that I really like about this air cleaner. And then the other thing is that the design of this particular filter is made so that it's a reusable, cleanable filter, but also it has some water resistance to it. So this particular filter does not need to have a rain sock because it has a certain amount of water resistance. So I shouldn't get bogged down if I get caught in the rain. I have the Harley Davidson flush mounted gas cap and the gas gauge on the other side, the LED gas gauge on the other side. I've been asked questions about that gas gauge on the other side, whether you can see it in the sunlight, and yes you can. It actually is supposed to adjust to the light. I found it to be pretty easy to read. I don't think it's really difficult either way, but anyway, that's one of the mods that I did this winter, and I just think it really, again, it cleans it up and kind of takes off some of that chrome that I'm not really a big fan of. And again, I have the Diamond Black Series brake pedal and the Diamond Black Series highway peg on this side, again with the Zero 3D mount. And one of the things that I like aesthetically about this Road Warrior fairing is that the attachments on the side are black. And the wind splitter that I had before this was a nice shield. It was a windshield. I like the fairing looks better. The problem, one of the biggest problems I had with it was the mounts on this side were chrome. Now, of course, you can take them off and get them powder coated, but I knew at some point I was going to go with the fairing anyway. And when I purchased the bike, I got the windshield with it because I wanted that wind protection right away. So, and then again, I have removed the reflector on this side, and I have the Harley Davidson axle nut there. So that in a nutshell are the mods that I've done to my bike. So I have a couple more coming this summer that will be mods that I'm really looking forward to. One is going to be aesthetically completely change the look of my bike and the functionality, and so you'll have to stay tuned. That will probably be coming out, I would assume, in the beginning of June. That mod, some parts I have on order for that, so I'm really looking forward to that. But again, that's the tour of my 2017 Road King Special and the mods that I've done to it. So there you go. Hope you guys like it, and if you like this video, you can click on the like button. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and we'll take you out and go for a little ride. So thanks everybody for joining me today. I appreciate it. Please, in this strange time that we're living right now, be safe, follow the rules for social distancing so we can all get things back to normal sooner than later. So, last thing we'll hear is that Tab Performance exhaust. Like I said, I think that's the best exhaust for the Harley touring models.